I mean, your path was wild. We were looking at it before. I'm not even going to name them all. I'm just going to kind of let you talk about the path.
Yeah.
But, from where you started your junior career, you bounced around from NCAA and all back to Dubuque. What can you say helped you the most to get to this point?
Yeah, I think just, finding that belief in myself and, dealing with a little bit of adversity at a younger age. And, I think it was the best thing for me, to be honest with you, just kind of learn about myself, grow as a person and a player, obviously. But, I have nothing but good things to say about everywhere I've been. Great people, built some great relationships and, just continued to develop as a player, but more importantly as a person.
What was your favorite stop?
Man, I liked them all. They all had their own little things. Yeah. Lincoln was a pretty sweet town. Bismarck was probably where I grew the most as a person and player, and Dubuque is kind of where I put it all together. So I think all of them, like I said, nothing but good things to say about all of them. But yeah, honestly, I can't pick one. They're all good to me.
Are the Nebraska tailgates as good as they say?
They are.
Lincoln guys love to do those.
They are, yeah. They are.
And can you talk about your jump from freshman year to sophomore year? It's been pretty significant, and how it's not only helped you gain confidence, but how it's helped this team get here as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think last year coming in as a freshman, a little bit of an older guy, but we had kind of an older group, so it was great to learn from some of those older guys, the seniors and the guys that moved on. Learned a lot from them, and then kind of went into the summer knowing that I was ready to take that next step, and coming to this year, guns a-blazing, and it's been great, so far. Obviously, we're not done yet, but like I said earlier, just building that confidence. I really think that's all it is finding that belief in yourself and continuing to grow that part of your game, and I think that's what I've done this year.
And if you can pinpoint one thing about your game that's maybe changed or grown the most since that first year in the USHL to where you are now, what area of the game would that be for you?
Yeah, I just go back to mindset, kind of with everything, whether it's confidence, belief, just having that attacking mindset. I think that's where I've probably grown the most, wanting to be in those big game situations, whether it's, up a goal, down a goal, a minute left, taking a big face off in the D zone, whatever the case may be, just trusting the work that I put in and going from there.
Can you compare the excitement or nerves for this weekend to anything you experienced in the USHL?
No, to be honest with you, no, I can't. First time going through this for a lot of guys, and we're so excited, and this whole week's been awesome so far, and really looking forward to tomorrow getting started.
What's been the coolest or most surreal part of being in the Frozen Four?
Probably just being in this room right here, looking around, seeing some of the pictures of the guys that have came through these exact rooms, and it's pretty surreal.
And as far as guys interviewing skills go, where do you rank yourself? Because you've been pretty good. So
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm right up there. It's just the camera, so just be yourself, and I put myself right up there for sure.
Our guys chirp each other about this kind of stuff.
Totally.
Zach was talking about singing and everything.
Yeah,
before.
They were doing that before, so we were giving them some crap for that, but that's funny.
You guys are all gonna have your own GIF on Twitter now.
Yeah.
X.
Yeah. X. Yeah. Everybody's got their own little thing.
Thanks, bro.
Of course.